Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about my own personal experience with anxiety and depression, and I will talk about 3 years of this journey. I don't know if I should be calling it journey or not, but the things that I have experienced before, I believe that it can be useful for those who are starting it new, because when it happened to me 3 years ago, I felt very alone and I couldn't find any materials or any kind of access to these things, and it made me feel alone on this journey, and I couldn't understand what is going on and what I could do to prevent, or at least to decrease the suffering. So in the beginning, I guess that in the beginning for everyone it's like that. It starts with some kind of tragic or traumatic happening in your life. It can be the breakup with your girlfriend, it can be death of someone, it can be some kind of pain that occurred in your life, and it also somehow suppress your mental health. So somehow you are in a situation that something that happened to you, and you are gradually going down through the spiral. So on this way down to the spiral, so many things going to happen to you, or it's already happening to you. And then these kind of things can be isolation, feeling constantly sad and tired, have no desire to do anything, and then less motivation or have no motivation to do anything, less desire to eat, bad sleep, bad gut problems and eating problems, breathing problem is also very, very common, and sometimes you cannot be aware of it, but it is there, because when you are anxious, when you are in depression, or this kind of even if you are in stressful situation, in constant stressful situation, your breathing habit is going to change also. So pay attention to your breathing habits. So there are different kind of symptoms, and then there are different kind of things that are changed in your life if you are experiencing depression, or if you are experiencing the anxiety. But I would say not panic, because it's going to be better by the time passing, but it's not possible to do anything in this special moment, because whatever you will do or whatever you do right now will not give you immediate results. So do not expect to do some exercise, even if you can, and to see the immediate result after that. Like, for example, you do 1 day exercise, 2 days exercise, or 1 day eating good, second day eating good, or getting up better and doing some kind of useful things like gratefulness or this kind of things. Not expect them to be very quick to show the results, because once you are in anxiety, once you are experiencing anxiety, once you are experiencing depression, this kind of mental things really takes long time to cure. So I would encourage you to continue what you are doing right now, even if it's very small. It is very important, because in the beginning of this kind of feeling you will have two options, and one option is going to be to bear it, to endure it, and not make yourself dependent on any kind of drug or any kind of bad habits like smoking, drinking, using a kind of medication that makes you somehow for a little while forget everything that you have, but after a while it comes very stronger. So on one way is that bearing the suffering of this kind of things, and on the second way is to taking every kind of let's say the drug or alcohol or smoking or mushroom. I don't know, there are many ways to soothe your nervous system or soothe your feelings, negative feelings, for temporary case, and make yourself dependent on this kind of things. So always choose the right way, bear the consequence. Maybe it will take 1 year, maybe it will take 2 years, maybe it will take 6 months, it doesn't matter. And it is only dependent on how strong you are. how strong you are resisting this kind of feelings, and how much isolated you are. It's also very important. But so if you are less isolated, if you are taking care of yourself very professional way, let's say you are doing exercises, you are eating healthy, you are sleeping healthy, you are staying away from the long time using of social media and telephone, you are not staying at home for much time, you are making yourself busy, you are trying to do something, you are working, you are exhausting your physical strength, because sometimes when you are in this kind of situation, you don't want to go outside, you don't want to do anything, and you are staying at home and you are physically not exhausted, and all the energy is taken by your thoughts, your thinking is exhausting you. So when you are in this situation, you should make yourself busy, and you should make yourself busy among people. You should be going out, you should be talking. Actually, in that situation, you will not be able to talk to people a lot, because your anxiety will prevent it, or your negative feelings will prevent the communication even, and somehow it can be happening to you that you're also having a social anxiety. And social anxiety is a very terrible thing, because gradually it cuts all your ties, and it makes you isolated and very easy target for any kind of negative feelings, because once you are the target of this negative feelings, the first thing it does to you is to cut your ties with the people that are dear to you, that you are happy to be with, or that you spend time with. So it isolates you and brings you to the situation that you cannot go out, you don't want to go out because you have no reason so, and you stay at home, and it can easily suppress you when you are in home, and when you are sleeping in your bed, you don't get out of your bed, and then it takes all your energy by attacking your different kind of bad thoughts. So the main strength of anxiety is making you think of possibilities that are not real, that makes itself the real through your thinking. So you think and you begin to be afraid of your thoughts, and then it gradually makes you more and more and more stressed, and more stressed you are, more your immune system is exhausted. You're exhausting your immune system, you're exhausting your hormonal balance, you're exhausting your physical and mental health, and you don't have any energy by the end of the day. Or by the end of this process, you don't have any energy, you don't have any desire to do anything, because you are exhausting yourself by overthinking. So this is the first step, or first, let's say, the level of anxiety, and gradually anxiety become depression, because while you are experiencing anxiety, you begin to afraid of losing, you begin afraid of this, something can happen to you, and gradually makes you stressed, and stress becomes some kind of, so it's like the spiral, that in the spiral you go down. So while you're continuing doing it, and then it happens to you more and more and more, and then you go down to this spiral. But on those days, you have to be strong. On those days, you have to do something, even if it's little. You have to do these things, and there are many things you can do. And first and most important of all is to go out of your home, not stay at home. Don't stay at home, don't sleep in your bed, and don't wait for the evening to come and then you sleep, because your sleeping also will be damaged by your daily habits. Try to do some little exercise, even if you don't want. Try to run a little bit, try to walk a bit, try to visit the places, and then also avoid noisy, very crowded area, because it will increase your anxiety also somehow. So try to make yourself tired by working hard, especially if you have a physical job. It's very good, because it makes you forget, and it makes you somehow obligated. You feel like obligation to work. So while you're working, you are less prone to the anxiety and depression, because your body is making itself busy to do some kind of physical job.